Call it a suspicion, but I'm pretty sure I know exactly where her grave is, knowing about the fireplaces now. Now, where was that, though? I say I know where it is, but I'm trying to remember exactly where it is. I think it's in Death World. Let me look here. My personal theory is that it's in this bottom area. Let's save over this. And let's even get the girl-only ending. Alright. There was a fireplace in here. I want to see if the fireplace is what I suspect. Yep, there's a ladder. Knew it. This one looks almost exactly the same as where the guy's door was. So let's open this up. Hope the inside looks different. Maybe it'll look exactly the same. No, it looks exactly the same. Just kind of mirrored. Cute. The mirror shows Yuzu's reflection. It doesn't seem to change as much as Mishiro looks. Alrighty then. Let's go do our magic. Going to the top, left and right, everywhere. Thank you, Hawthorne. I'm gonna move over this way and be on my way. As I get the other ending, let me see if I can check here. To the left, to the left. Yeah, let's talk to you here. Huh? Another one of my mirrors? This makes 3. Feels like the finale. Leave me there right away. If we're together, even those realms won't scare me. When you enter the realm with a mirror, Yuzu will automatically follow. I'm sure this next one is super important. Maybe I'll even remember my wish. Yep, I think we know how this is gonna roll. It seems pretty much the same as the previous one. Where was the mirror? Oh, yeah, it's down. I should go down. Let's go check over here. To the bottom area, over there. Okay. Let's look inside the mirror and descend. And let's even get the final wish up in here. Get the... I'm guessing this is ending 2. Actually, I thought the other thing was going to be ending 2 because this girl seemed to... We met her first. What do I know? The mirror shows Yuzu's reflection. Seems a little different from the others, like the atmosphere in the area. I never would have found this place myself, even after literal years. Look, let's cut the chatter. I'm just too worked up. Let's go for it. Just go for it. That's a beautiful joke. Now, right into the mirror. To see what I'm pretty sure is going to happen. If, hypothetically, I were to die soon, then you should forget about me. A few days ago, the body of Yutsuro Hinaro was found in Mirror Lake. Why? Why did Yutsuro? No, it hasn't been enough. We didn't spend enough time together. Has Hanasaki seemed gloomier lately? I mean, she got along with Hinaro, so I can understand being depressed, but it's not that kind of gloomy. It's like... The local library isn't enough. They don't have books on the stuff I need. Senescence, necromancy, it all lacks credibility. I don't want this fake occult nonsense. Yuzu, have you been going to class? If I open the gate this way... Today marks a year to the day. Wait for me, Yutsuro. I've been studying up this past year. And now, I'm going to meet you. Oh boy. I remember it all. How I died, my wish, and everything else. Of course, there's no such thing as black magic. I must have been on the brink, huh? Well, I'm kind of exhausted getting all these memories dumped on me. Once I've sorted things out some more, I'll tell you my history and wish, Mishiro. Oh, are you going to go up ahead? Take me with you if you do. I feel like there's something very important to this world up ahead. Oh boy. Let's go save right here. Do this. Open the large door? Sure. I'm guessing it's going to be the white-haired girl, Mishiro. Or no. I don't even know who this is. My mother? I don't know. Someone's there. You're... Once there was a painter. He was known as the mad genius Mishiro Usui. Huh? You know my grandpa? Wait, Mishiro, it looks like maybe she isn't aware of us. Rinzu had a wife, but he also had a relationship with a servant. With his wife, he had a child, Shinji. With a servant, he had a child, Tamaki. Rinzu's 2 children born of different mothers. Huh? Tamaki was the illegitimate child of an affair, but because Shinji showed no interest in art, Rinzu's affection was often directed at Tamaki, who did have an interest in the arts. Tamaki learned art from Rinzu, and given deep love, grew in the shadow of the Usui family. But these irregular days couldn't last. When Tamaki turned 12, Rinzu's wife learned of her existence. Rinzu's divorced his wife, but gave Tamaki and her mother the same love as ever. Thus far, no tragedy had occurred. But when Tamaki turned 18, Rinzu made an unforgivable mistake. He had an liaison with Tamaki, his own daughter, impregnated her. It's the same story, it's told from a different perspective, got it? And probably because I'm guessing me and the white-haired girl were sisters or something weird like that. Tamaki was deeply wounded and feared Rinzu, and with her mother, she fled from him. But the child she bore had done no wrong, so she decided to birth the child of her father. So Tamaki had a daughter. A daughter between parent and child? Tamaki thought she couldn't live a normal, happy life. But luckily, 2 years later, she had a proper marriage. Safely having a son with her husband, Tamaki began to get back on her feet. However, she never fully did. The mental wounds Tamaki had suffered went even deeper than she imagined. When her now-grown daughter with Rinzu began doing art at school, Tamaki's old wounds ached. It gave her flashbacks of Rinzu, of the fear she had of him. Tamaki struggled to give her daughter affection. It took all she had not to take out negative emotions on her. Tamaki's mind quickly crumbled under the weight. And one day, Tamaki killed her daughter. Tamaki fell to pieces. She came to feel animosity not only towards Rinzu, but all of the Usuis. Unable to see any hope ahead, she fell upon the despair behind. Rinzu died of natural causes a few years later, and while she had the right to his inheritance, she refused to take it. She wouldn't even let it go to the eldest son, Shinji. Then at last, Tamaki, who had been living despite having broken long ago, met her end. When she learned that son she had with her husband was becoming friends with Shinji's daughter. You mean, Tamaki tried to take out Shinji's daughter, the Usui who dared come near her pure son, but when she drove madly down the road to kill her, she ran over her own son by mistake. Tamaki realized that this was the end, so she took her own life to escape the despair. No way, that's so messed up. The woman's soul is now bound here. Unlike the other souls, the world is forcing her to be here. Tamaki's soul is now bound in death, so that she can't escape but must face the facts. This is surely my punishment. I have gone on for a while. I can't see or hear you, but I know you're there. I don't know who you are, but go now. Let's go, Mishiro. We shouldn't stay here any longer. Enjoy. So that's the explanation for the car that drove over there. Should we return to the usual place with Tamaki's story? I've realized something. Here goes this scene. Let's listen to Yuzu. Okay, let's get started. First, Mishiro, I think you can open this big door here. You opened a similar door earlier, right? Who the fuck is this shadow? No, seriously, who the fuck is this shadow? You opened a similar door earlier, right? I bet you can open this one too if you try to. So before that, listen. Ah!
Who's this?
Get out. Stop. Don't meddle anymore. Give back my world. Ah, there we go, and then she's gonna get stabbed there. I understand who it is now, though. Yuzu, why? Yuzu. This works just fine. You listen to this too. I'm Yuzu Hanasaki, a middle schooler who committed suicide at 15 at Mirror Lake. The reason I killed myself was, to put it bluntly, to meet a girl I loved. Someone had killed her at Mirror Lake. It made me extremely sad. So I read all these books on black magic and killed myself to go to the afterlife. To die at the same place exactly a year later. It said that would work. Is that wound okay? Don't worry about me. It doesn't really matter now. Huh. I think it's different afterlife than what the book meant, but ultimately, I came to this world. But it seems there was something to be gained here. That girl, she always said she was someone who shouldn't have existed. I always found it weird and wondered why it was, but I found out now. She was born between a girl and her own father, between Tamaki Hinohara and Rinzo Usui. Her very birth was taboo. Isn't that right, Itsuro? Leave this world.
Can she not talk like she wants to?
She doesn't need to, I know, because I've always known Itsuro. Thank you, Mishiro. Because of you, I could get back my memories and my wish. And I learned about Itsuro's birth and death. My wish was to meet Itsuro one more time. It's come true, finally.
Now she's fading away. Your body!
I've done what I needed to do in this world, so I'm satisfied. It feels like it's taken so long, but Itsuro was here before I was. I don't know what kind of wish you had, Itsuro, but considering your birth and death, I'm sure it's not something simple. I hope it comes true. And I'm glad that even if you're like that now, you can still recognize me. Sorry for digging into your past.
She's been here for much longer than us and finally got her wish granted. Must be satisfied, I guess.
Her wish. And my wish. Wait!
Itsuro, was it? Is she a soul like us, I wonder?
Somehow, I get the feeling she was a close connection to this world. Maybe the answer is behind this door.
Alright.
Time to get the fourth ending. Let's set up. 15 there.
Yuzu's wish came true. She's finally free from this world. Let's be happy. Now into that door. If you can open it, your ending must be near too.
Open the large door. Let's open it.
And yeah. I'm probably going to read some of the same text again just for this.
Huh?
Hey! Ayato, why are you here?
Because his soul is necessary for granting your wish. Hello, me. So you successfully broke all the mirrors. Your wish will soon come true, and this world's purpose will be concluded. What do you mean? This mirror world revolves around you, Mishiro. You hold dominion over it. Once a deceased girl wished at Mirror Lake, I wished my life had never even existed. It was a very strong wish, and to fulfill it, this mirror world was created. It was made solely to realize her wish. The other souls were just extras drawn into it. She should have granted her wish in this world she made, but she wasn't able to fulfill it, because she broke before she could. Just as she created this world, she lost everything, including her memories and her wish. So not knowing her purpose or who she was, she wandered this world and fell apart. That is in the past now, a concluded tale. Unable to achieve its goal, this world went on existing, sucking in souls who died near the lake with strong wishes.
Was it that girl?
Mitsuru Hinahara. Yes, she wanders this world even now. It seems seeing Yuzu elicited some change, but still, a long way off from regaining her memories. Mitsuru Hinahara. Sister. Several years later, a girl threw herself into the lake. Amazingly, she had the same wish as the world's creator. So that this world would complete its duty, it chose a new soul to control it. And so, since you carried the same wish, you became the new ruler, usurping the originator. The wish the world sought to grant stayed the same, only the person in the center of it was replaced. I was made the ruler of this world? The extra riffraff who feel jealousy towards you still see the broken originator as the rightful ruler. And maybe, broken though she may be, she's personally gotten in your way at times. Even so, you successfully broke all the mirrors without even wasting weeks or months of being lost. You shattered and erased all remnants of you in the form of mirrors containing your past. Haven't recorded all your actions, I can attest to that. But it's not over just yet. This boy's soul is absolutely necessary for total erasure of your life, because he's simply too significant to you. Without eradicating his soul, your life can't be nullified. So, it was none other than you who unconsciously bound his soul to this world, such that you could kill him by your own hand. You aren't telling me I have to kill Ayato? What's the problem? You may feel guilty for a second, but right after, you'll never even ever existed.
Mishiro,
you're still suffering, huh? You do resemble my sister after all. Even as a soul, you have her same wish. If you kill me, you'll be free from your pain. Right after my death, your conflict will end. It's your world. You can make the choice. I don't know. I don't know what I should do. I've overcome a lot of obstacles coming here. I've looked back on my past and erased it. But is it really right to just make it so I never existed? Thinking back, it was a boring life. I wouldn't say it was entirely devoid of enjoyment, but if you asked whether I'd live the same life again, I'd absolutely refuse without a doubt. In fact, if I had to say I've come to hate it all, I wish my life had never even existed. But seeing Yuzu and Mitsuru, I had a thought. If Mitsuru's life had never existed, what would become of Yuzu's feelings? Desperately turning to black magic, killing herself, and wandering this world for years. All to finally realize her wish to meet her again. What would become of that? I have the same wish as Mishiro, and I won't grant my wish. I won't do it. I can't do it anymore. For every mirror I broke, I'll vanish from the lives of people I knew. And I'll also vanish from Ayato's world. But then, what did Ayata die for? What did Tamaki step on the accelerator for? If it were just me, then fine, but to control the feelings of the people around me, I have no right. That's not my wish anymore. Are you really sure about that? Whatever you think, whatever you know, it won't actually change anything. Are you still giving up your wish? I am. I, the Mirror World, accept abandoning the wish. Its reason for our being ends here. Huh? This world can vanish when the ruler's wish is granted, or they abandon it with clear intent. It won't it won't be left up in the air like it had been. So will everyone here vanish?
Except for you, Mishiro. To get straight to the point, you're not dead yet.
Huh?
Your soul has left your body, of course, but your body isn't actually dead.
You drowned yourself, but as it happens, a passerby found you. They called it in right away. Though unconscious, you were saved. It was a failed attempt.
Mishiro, when your soul leaves here, it'll be forced back into your body. But what you're doing in this world won't be written off. The memories you erased by breaking the mirrors won't come back to you when you return to life. You didn't actually carry out your wish, so the actual past isn't gone, but your memories of it are. Maybe you'll remember talking with me a bit, but things like meeting me at the lake. Are you still prepared to leave this place? Can you live in a world you've given up on living in once before?
I'll live, because I'm not dead yet. I don't want to just throw away the life you protected, Ayada. And by discarding the wish I inherited from Mitsuru, I think it'll honor Yuzu's feelings.
I see. That's a relief then. I absolutely can't understand my sister's wish, but you've made the choice for her. It might sound sort of trite, but I want you to live my sister's share. I want you to prove that giving up that wish was the right thing to do.
I'll try my best.
Don't worry about me. I want my life to have never existed. Whatever the reason for it, it's not a happy wish. And you realized it. That's a big deal. I mean it. You got back on your feet instead of falling into darkness. Somehow it makes me happier than anything. Well, I'm gonna retire ahead of you. Gonna see what things are like in heaven.
I'm sure you'll go there, Ryotaro. Jeez, 7 years and it ends like this. As long as the ruler's satisfied, I suppose. Will Mitsuru go to heaven too? Not sure about heaven or hell, but she'll be free from this world to go where she goes. That's good. I say ruler, but you're more of an usurper, technically. I'm a little scared about how much I'll forget, but I won't lose my time in this world. And I won't ever wish to erase the events to come. It's time to go. After that, I regained consciousness in the hospital bed. Apparently I really had been saved, and my soul returned safely from the mirror world. There was a woman I didn't know beside me. Mishiro, you're awake? Who are you? My brain had suffered memory loss, and I could no longer remember many past events. I couldn't remember my supposed mother at all. All I had left was a faint unease towards my mother, as well as the desperate expression made by the woman I woke up beside when she heard that. I remembered Ayada was someone important to me, but I had no concrete memories of him. But I distinctly remembered talking in the mirror world and felt considerable warmth from that alone. I clearly remembered Yuzu and Ryotaro too. I'd probably only met them in the mirror world. Mishiro Usui, is it? Hello, I'm Saichi Nohara. A few days after I left the hospital, a man came to visit me. His last name sounded familiar. Would you be Ayoda's? Yes, thanks for getting along with Ayoda. Saichi Nohara was Ayoda's father, which meant he was the one who married Tamaki, and he was the father who Itsura grew up with. Don't worry too much about your mother. When the woman calling herself my mother learned I had no memory of her, she vanished. I lacked any real sense of her being my mother, so it meant relatively little to me. It'd be a long story, but I had a wife and 2 children. But now none of them are left. They've all passed away. And you're alone again also. Do you know where you're going to live now? No. Paying tuition seems impossible. so I think I'll have to drop out and work.
I see. Mishiro, would you let me adopt you?
Huh?
We're both tired souls who've lost everything. You got along with Ayado, so we're not total strangers. And you remind me of my daughter a bit, and maybe that's just wishful thinking. Won't you give it some thought?
And so I began a new life as Mishiro Hinahara. I'm taking new steps in the same house where Ayado and Yutsuro once lived. It was a strange kind of chance, but Saichi's a very gentle person. He's taken up art again, and has been teaching me between studies. Dreaming of seeing the world the way Ayada did, catching up to the days I've lost. Once more, I let my brush run free. And there we go, another ending. Because we're gonna roll through the credits, because you can see the ending title, but yeah. I'll wait to share my thoughts on the game till after we get the last ending, which is probably the best ending, and yeah. Or what we usually like to refer to as the true ending. Now then, wait and rolling through. A correction, someone said you remind me of my daughter, but it's kind of fucked up doing what he did. That's actually not what he did. I've been forming a family tree in my head. I don't think he was the person who made a child with a daughter. I think he was the son that came from that. So I think it was actually his father that did that, not him himself. He was the child that, but he was the son that resulted from that. Or the man that married a mother, whatever the case. I'm just trying, the family tree is a little bit complicated. Maybe I've got the wrong roll as well. Also, yes, they've been saying wish a lot, but part of that's because we've seen the same ending a few times there, but yeah.
It is to what it is, to what it is.
I guess we're gonna go on to get the next ending now once these credits roll through. And then we go on to thought sharing. I'm hoping the last ending's quite a bit different. We'll find out. I mean, if it's the same sort of thing as the last couple endings, that'd be a little disappointing, I'll admit. I'm hoping it goes in like some radically different direction. But I guess that's my wish. Ending 2, Mobius Drift. Someday history might be repeats. Yeah. Now then, going on up there. Thanks for watching the video. I'd very much appreciate if you take a moment to consider donating to my Patreon, where I'm trying to turn this into a livelihood for missed game videos, different higher quality video series for the channel, and my own little games to make from time to time. You can learn more about all of this at the link, which you'll also find in the description below. If you'd like to watch me record my game videos, take part in development streams, or just interact some, I stream quite regularly at my Hitbox.tv channel, and it's where I record all my gameplay for my Let's Plays. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and until next time, adieu.